My cat's like, what's going on? Why are you awake? I'm awake, guys. Hi. I'm awake because I am very upset about what is happening with the whole trans situation right now. And yeah, it just hurts. And it should hurt. It should hurt all of us. Because for me personally, when a group of people's rights are being just disregarded, it hurts and it saddens me because I know how it feels. I know how it feels to be a minority, and I know how it feels to just feel like the world is against you, or just not understanding you when you're not doing anything wrong. So yeah, it sucks. What I'm talking about is how the Trump administration rescinded protective guidance for transgender students, and this is awful. And when I say I am trans, I mean we're all trans right now. If you support this or not, which of course you shouldn't, we are all a part of this, and we can't just turn a blind eye to this. And when I'm saying in the title, I am trans, I'm saying I am human. Like, it shouldn't matter what I am. It shouldn't matter how I identify. And quite frankly, I've identified as bisexual before, pansexual, and right now, everything for me is up in the air. And irregardless of any of that, irregardless of anything, we are all people, and that's all that matters. And the fact that there's just people in this world who are so hateful and so focused on dividing people, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, because we should all be coming together, and like, the world is a better place when we are loving and we are all supportive of one another. It shouldn't matter that these people are trans, and it shouldn't matter what bathroom they want to go to. And ultimately, this is just putting them in a compromising position and making trans students not safe. And that is an issue for all of us. And you can't use the argument. I just saw something on Twitter of someone saying 6% of people are trans, so what about my rights? And then people saying like, what about my cisgender daughter? Like, I don't feel safe with a trans female in the washroom with her. And those things are just ridiculous. Like, those things are ridiculous, because a trans person is a person, and they just want to pee, and they want to pee or shit or whatever where they feel safe. Okay? And if that is in this bathroom or this bathroom, it shouldn't matter, because quite frankly, all schools, all places should have all-inclusive bathrooms, but they don't. So there are these young trans people, or non-binary or whatever, there are these people that don't fit the complete gender roles of society, which is completely fine. And these people don't feel safe in a certain bathroom as opposed to another, and they should be able to go in the bathroom that they feel safe. Because if you are trying to implement a rule where these individuals are like having to go to a bathroom specifically assigned to the sex on their birth certificate, when that doesn't line up with how they feel in here and who they truly are, like, you're putting them in a compromising position. You are telling them they are not valid in who they are, and you are telling them to be afraid, because when they don't feel valid, they are going to be afraid. And not to mention, when they go in that bathroom, if they do not fit that gender role of society standards of like what that gender is going to look like and stuff, younger people in the bathroom who don't understand like what they're going through and their transition, they could bully them, they could seriously harass them. And I've seen it, because I've been in school as a person trying to come to terms with my sexuality, and I got bullied just because kids are kids, and some kids just don't understand what it means to be different and what it means to be different than what maybe their parents raised them to believe. And then there's this thing that people saying like, and I hate acknowledging the hate, but it's so it's so important for me to talk about this, because like, people are saying trans parents, like they influence them to be this way, and they're like making them this way, and just because that's how they're supporting their children doesn't mean that other people have to stand for that. And it's like, that's bullshit. You think anybody would choose to be trans if that wasn't just truly who they were? No, nobody chooses to be a minority. Nobody chooses to be discriminated and misunderstood. Nobody chooses that. A trans individual or any individual in this world are just trying to be free and express who they are so they can be happy. And to come to terms with who you are is such an important thing in life. Once you come to terms with who you are, you will be so much happier once you've accepted yourself. Saying that like parents influence someone to be trans is bull. It's just absolutely false, because an individual is just who they are. Educate yourself, please. Please educate yourself. And I, like, in the comments below, people, like, please have an open mind. And if you are a trans person or any individual who feels the same way as me, and you see a comment that is opposing of how I or you feel, keep an open mind to it, of course. Like, everyone's opinion matters, but not hate. Hate doesn't matter. Hate is not okay. So like, if you're gonna go down there right now and you're against what I'm saying and you're gonna leave hate, just save it. And if you're someone who's trans or someone who feels how I feel, don't read those comments and let it get to you. And me and so many other people, go on Twitter, there's so many celebrities, so many people who are in support of trans rights and trans kids' rights, and that's what matters. And finally, like, I hope I've said everything I want to say, but I also just want to say, like, I'm sitting here and I have a platform, so I want to talk about this. I want to get this message out there, but that's all I feel I can do right now, and I don't feel like it's enough. So I'm sure a lot of other people are like, it's great that like celebrities are like supporting this, and it's great that a lot of social influencers are like supporting this, and we're telling you, I'm here telling you, I am on your side. Trans youth, I am so sorry this is happening, and I am so sorry that this is what the President of the United States is setting a standard of. I am so sorry. You are valid, and you should not have to be looking at yourself and thinking anything's wrong with you, because there's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with the world right now, and the decisions that a particular government are making are just not in support of you, and that is not going to be there forever, okay? So just stay strong in who you are. It's great to see all these people in support of it, and it means so much, because it's telling trans youth and trans individuals that they are not alone, because you are not alone. We need to be doing more, so like, please comment below if you know what we can be doing. I'll be updating links if I find any throughout the day and throughout like forever in the description of like what we can be doing to help this. Yeah, I don't know what we can do at this point. All I know is I want to get my voice out there. We are all people, and we all need to be standing together. You cannot just sit there and see something happening to minority and saying, oh, like, that's awful, and not do anything about it. Like, I've done it too. Like, it's like we feel like, oh, we made a tweet about it, that's it. No, we need to be doing more. We need to stand up. When you think something is wrong, you think a minority is being mistreated, you think anything in this world is an injustice, you need to actually do something about it. Don't feel like your voice is too small. Don't feel like you are unheard, because we all have power in this world. And just because we're made to feel powerless, especially trans people right now, it doesn't mean we are. And I am so sorry. I am so sorry to anyone who's affected by this. I am here and I feel it, and I can't imagine how it feels if you are a trans youth in school right now and you're in the States and you're just scared. And I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I know how it feels to be a minority, and I know how it feels to feel like you're being shoved in a box and told to hide and told to shut up. It's not okay. And I'm not saying everything I said in here is 100% anything but my viewpoint, because I just woke up. I just thought, I have a message. I know a thing or two about this, and that's all I can say. So I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. Okay. It's just fucked. It's just fucked. It's just fucked up. There's so many people in the world like me, like so many people who are loving and supportive of everyone, and I hate how those are not the people who are leading freedom. We are all people, and we all deserve to feel safe. I'm gonna stop there, but honestly, please leave positive, supporting comments. Put your input below. Anything you feel necessary to say, put it below. As long as it's positive, put it below. None of us are hurting each other right now. We don't need to. So just let's support trans people right now, and let's support everyone, and let's just start a conversation. And please, if you know any kind of like petition or like, I don't know, anything, like comment it below, please. And I hope we can get this message just to more people. The message of like, protect trans rights, hashtag it up, and keep fighting the good fight.